Good evening, everyone. Guys, where is the energy? Why are you all white? Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. So, hi everyone. I'm Abhishek. I guess most of you know me. So, I guess for now, most of you have known so much of Python. But today, we'll be doing the other side. We'll be learning Python and also revising the same. Okay? Okay. So we will move forward with the basics. First, this is a boot camp Python cheat code that I downloaded from the ebooks of 100 Day Code Complete Professional Python Boot Camp that I got for free. And first, to coming to the topic, print. I guess most of you guys have used print in Python. For beginners who are learning Python now, I recommend Google Colab to be used as the compiler to write the test Python code. Do you guys know the Google Colab?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So first we will be moving to the print side, which is familiar for everyone. But as for the topic, we'll be just seeing that. And print is a string to into a console. It's just in simple words. If we write print and the particular input or the words to be given, if we type that in the output, it will be given. Most of it simple, you guys know. Then after input and stuff, you guys know that it is getting our input from the user by using the data form of input, which is a most familiar thing in Python also. And coming to the comments, can I know your knowledge about comments?
Is a like piece of sentence which tells what the program does or explains for the viewer what actually the program is. It is like a explanation.
Yes, and do you guys know how many types of comments are there in Python majorly?
Yeah. Two. Single line comment and multi-line comment.
Yes, but out of the box, there is a third one also, which is written in the next to the code, which is another single line comment, but excluded in the types of comments. And coming to the next one is like a bowl containing food. It contains data inside of any variable kind of letters, words, symbols, integers, numbers, everything it can contain. Then after coming to the next part, which is plus and equals to operators, this is like to add a value instead of always writing that with a variable. What I mean is that you can just write like this instead of directing like that, writing like this. But most of you guys can wonder, we can write the number right. But it can be useful for your knowledge to know. That's it. And moving to the next major section, which is the data types, is that data types is an interesting thing that I personally like get used to it. And first, coming to the first point, integers is the first data type in Python. Integers can be whole numbers, negative numbers, positive numbers, whatever it may be. Integers is one of the part of data types. Then moving to the next one, which is floating point numbers. In simple words, decimal numbers means float. In Python, we don't say for these point numbers decimals. We say it as float, which is a major keyword of data type. If you mess with this thing, it will kind of mess with you guys. So float is a very important thing in the field of Python, which is used in major models, like mainly in calculating the bytes of, for example, in ChatGPT, if we take, if you give a prompt or a question, it would take a millions of data to process through it. It goes by the float also. All the AI models use this major thing called float because it is the decimal thing which is very useful in this field. And moving to the string is as just a list of characters. It should be represented in double quotes. As let me show you guys. If I type print WeJump, is it a string? Will it run?
No.
No. Okay, let's try that. Yes, you guys are correct. When you enter a print statement, first you should always have a string in it. So if I run with the double quotes as a string, it will be giving the perfect output. And next, moving forward, is string concatenation, which is the major good thing in Python, which is adding strings together, making two different words into a major one word, which is also a part of Python in data types. And it is majorly used in, I guess you have made so many projects about it, like word project or word puzzle project is in that string concatenation is mainly used. Thereafter, escaping string is that variable is given and it is like kind of like this thing. You guys can wonder, it's kind of like different. A normal person can't understand why are these quotes in the middle, why these slashes in the middle, but it is a very useful thing. First, we start the quote with a sentence. In middle of the sentence, for to look attractive, we add a colon and a slash and a double quote and a slash and close the quote. It gives the output like this. It is an interesting thing which is usually made in rule-based chatbots, which you will be learning in the furthermore classes, which is used to interact with the users through this. And then after, moving to the next one, which is the F string. So, may I know what is F string from your knowledge?
Yeah, F string helps us to combine many variables.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like in the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is, you're coming to the point. The syntax is very simple, just insert the variable in between two curly brackets. It is that when you are giving a variable and a value in it, you just no need to write this 365 in this print statement also. You can just use if there is curly brackets days. When the output comes, it will be showing there are 365 days in a year. It's like calling the variable day into the print statement, which is the speciality of F strings. And after coming to the main topic of the interesting thing is converting data types, which is a good thing and which is also used more majorly in this field, is that when I give n variable of 354 and there is another one of the same or other variable which has a float data type and contains n in it, it gives a decimal point. This shows that we can convert an integer or a number or a string from anything to a particular thing through a data type form given here. Okay. Then after moving to the next thing, which is also a useful thing also, which is like checking what is the data type, is that when you give a number like this, which you don't know in that time, you just type and you give this line and it just shows it's a float. So until now, may I know you guys understood? Can I have a thumbs up? A emoji thumbs up. Okay. Yes. Okay. You guys understood. Let's move to the forward, which is math. So, for the beginners in programming language, for you to know that math is a very essential thing in Python. Yes, Nimisha?
Can you explain it once again in first topic?
About
First you explain that one.
this thing. May I know which one?
That checking the data types.
Yes. What's your doubt in it?
Can you explain it once again?
Yes. Okay. So, you have a variable which contains a decimal numbers. Okay. But in Python, you don't know, you're a beginner, you suppose. Okay. You don't know what is this kind of numbers in Python. So if you type like this, type brackets n in it, it shows what kind of data type it is. Whether it is a string or an integer or a module or a float. That's the whole topic of this checking the data types thing.
Okay.
Abhishek,
Understood?
given a model
Yes, sir.
also. So in the
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir.
so that in the Google
Okay,
Chrome
we'll
also, because they at least they maybe they confused. That's fine.
yes, sir. Okay. So I will be giving and 4.6789. Okay. Then after I will typing here, type and I'm running this. It will be giving us float. It's just indicating what is the data type you have given here. And to check out these things, which is I would like to say just I will take this and same. And we'll be just copy pasting it and just place 28 and 12. Okay, we'll take an example of this and just connect. So I want you guys, what will be the answer? What's your guessing?
There are 28 days in a Feb.
Yeah. Okay, let's check that whether you're correct. Yes, absolutely. You're correct. So we'll just move forward with converting data types also, just to clear all your guys' doubts. Right. Okay, so here we have a number. I'm gonna make it okay. We'll make this A as 354.4567 something. Okay. Then after I'm going to enter as int. So int in Python int indicates the data type integer. So when I enter next, when I just run it, Okay. Until now, do you have any doubts of the practicals?
No.
No. No.
Okay, so we'll be moving to the next part of math in Python. In the field of programming or coding, math, not only in Python, math is used in all kinds of languages, whether it is a kind of HTML, you use math there also a little bit. Python, Java, JavaScript, C++, whatever the etc. languages, including excluding CSS. We kind of not use their symbols, plus and stuff. We just use math for a major there. In math, in programming languages, there plays a major role in that of arithmetic operators, plus equals operators, module operators, which is an interesting thing. So first, we will be briefing about the arithmetic operators. First, if you see these things, yes, you will get to know. First, about addition, which we all know. In Python, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and new thing, exponent, and also a model can be used. Is excluded from the topic, but here it's done. It is used. So it has a special way of getting a module and exponent. So we'll try that also. Okay, here I've ran an exponent and is given this kind of data type answer. And if I ran the same thing with modules, you may wonder what is the different thing. Is that just finding the percentage. Okay, so it's like that. Just in arithmetic operators, modules are also included, which is an interesting thing in all these 7 arithmetic operators, not 7. There is another thing which you will be learning in the further time. But moving to the next topic, which is the plus equals operators. Though so many guys have learned here Python in the majorly groups of Python course, where we use this kind of symbols of combination. We use plus equals, exclamatory mark equals, and that's all kind of crazy stuff that you guys are going to learn. It's a very useful thing. Is that when you give a number in a variable and you just do that thing plus equals 2 and it just gives the 6 as the result. Just going in a flow of typing, and then after you just type this and it just provide the particular answer. If you just provide exclamatory mark and is equal to, it's whether checking it's true or false, equivalent or non-equivalent. That is a very like a boolean variable which you will be learning in the further. But in the basics of Python, we'll be learning plus equals to operators, which are very useful in your day-to-day coding journey. Next, we'll be learning about errors. Okay, so first, I want to know how many types of errors do you guys know? How many errors do you know in programming language? Most of them are same, especially in Python.
Syntax error.
Yes. Then okay, so there are so many types of errors that you may face. Is that the first and the very popular popular and common known error is the syntax error, which is that syntax in programming language is a meaning for code. In the other name of syntax error, you can say as code error. Syntax is another synonym of code, the word code. So when you're writing a code of line, you just forget to add a colon or a semicolon. Just is a syntax error which you're facing, means a code error. So when you fix it, it will be normally like processing through. But if you miss a simple or simplest type of correction, you will be facing this syntax error, which is very common. Then next, we will be seeing about the name error. As we can see in the example, my number is equal to 4. I'm just gonna type like this, plus my name, my number, plus 2. It's gonna give my name, my number is not fully defined because Python is a sensitive case language where even the slightest lowercase and the uppercase matter so much. Here I have given my number n as a smaller case, and in the second line my number n as the uppercase. So it gives a name error, as here my number is not defined at the earliest, because when you write a variable or initialize it in the first, it counts the first. When you make this kind of errors in the later in the code of the upcoming lines, you may see this not defined name error. Then after zero division error, where you're creating, for example, you're creating a calculator, and you guys know that zero is not divisible by zero. So in that time, this zero division error comes into action. You may wonder, this is common. Why is it in the form of an error? It's also mainly used in programming languages where you create so many big stuffs. But in Python, it is mainly like coming at the error of when you're creating a simple calculator or I guess integer calculator and stuff. That time you'll be facing these errors. Until now, all are clear with the topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, do you need any practicals? If any doubts, kind of facing.
No. No.
Okay. Yes. We'll be moving to the next thing, which is functions. Functions is an intermediate difficult topic in a case of language. It is that functions is only about defining a interesting thing that is gonna manage so many kind of functions. First, we have the how to create a function. So we'll be moving to with this a practical. Okay, so guys can open your Google Colab and just code along with me, because functions is a major topic in Python, which is a very useful and very important thing. First, no wonder what this is def and my function. Okay, when I am writing, means defining a variable called WeJump. In functions, this variable WeJump is defined by this keyword called def, which means function in the short form. And I'm gonna create my first function. And at that, I'm gonna proceed to make so many other kinds of functions, which is making a string, integer, variable, or you can just loop. You can loop in functions. I guess you don't know loop. No problem it is. So you can just run inputs, can make strings, you can make integers, you can make float numbers under a function. So you may wonder, we can just directly do the performing of the code. But functions comes into handy when you're writing a so many big line of code and you want to just process one by one through it. In that time, functions makes the way easier. Instead of always writing or always like checking through everything, function in one section clears all the necessary stuff to be done. Okay. Did you get a clear point about functions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have defined WeJump as a variable and print hello. And we'll be just gonna move forward of inputting something. What shall I input? Def PVC. Okay, and there we'll be writing name, input, brackets, comma, and name. Okay, so while entering input, guess I didn't teach you this. You should always be thorough with the input. Is that when you're just writing a input, you should be careful with your brackets, your quotes, because input is like kind of taken in a string way. If you are directly giving an integer in an input, should definitely add the int of it. Otherwise, it will be a major error. It's like that. So when we run this thing, okay, there is a error in it. So we can just resolve the types of errors also. So I want you guys about the error that we are facing here.
Your screen is paused.
Is my screen paused?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now is it resumed?
No.
Is it now?
No.
Mhm.
No. Okay, I will be just sharing back. Okay, is it now resumed?
Yeah.
Can you guys? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are facing a major error here. So I want you guys to solve the error.
Yeah, there is like right after the your name. No, it's right. It's right.
Then what's the error that we are facing?
Instead of BBC, you should want to write
Right.
Putri.
Yeah, maybe you should write print rather than
Okay,
writing.
print.
Yeah.
Okay, as
And,
your wish.
give the
Still there is
space,
error.
like the one word of space before print.
I'm not getting you
I guess
guys.
the data
Your
type
voice.
for instead of integer we should put string str.
instead of integer, should type string. Okay. So I'm gonna give this as name. Just leave it like this. Okay, is it now clear? Shall we run it? Are you
Yeah.
guys sure about the output? Yes, but you guys have accomplished this problem, but there is still an unknown error that you're not getting output. Why I'm not getting output? It's a simple and common thing.
We didn't call the function.
Yes, you are correct. So first we should print that, then we should call the function. First we keep, then after we should call return. Okay, I'm noticing that you guys are getting faster in functions. So I'm gonna not call the function. You guys should say to me how to call the function. Any volunteers?
Can I know your question again? Like it was a network error.
Yes. As you guys are getting fast in functions, I see the activeness in the function topic. So you guys should help me to call a function.
BBC open bracket, close bracket.
Okay. So I'm gonna just okay. Is it gonna run? You sure?
Yeah.
Still there is nothing about here. Okay. So we'll just try name in it. Just pauses. Is that functions has some rules and regulations to go through, which is our advanced topic, which gonna take more time. But as we have a shortage of some time, we'll be just putting that to the front and just moving to the next topic. So next is function with inputs that we faced here. Okay, so I'm defining add n1 and n2, which I'm initializing the variables and just printing them. And then after I'm giving the values, I'm not just giving n1 is equal to 2 and n2 is equal to 3. That's the speciality of functions that is majorly in Python used in the field of function, which is that you don't just give the variables and value like that. You just use a function to keep your code precise and defined. Any practicals on it? I I think you need okay. Def okay. So we have so much kind of errors in it. For the until the end of this class, I want you guys to just help me in doing this. I want you guys to clear the full topic of function. Okay. Whoever raises the emoji hand will help me to volunteer to take out this error from the code. In the count of 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Dhanalakshmi. Okay, you can help me now. Start proceeding.
So, in the first line, you have to give the parenthesis.
Can you come again?
Wait a minute. Now, am I audible?
Yes.
So first you have to give a colon.
Well,
Yeah, at the end of that first line.
okay. Is it
Yeah,
correct?
then in the first line def, you have to write add.
Yes.
Yeah. Next, yeah, it's correct.
Okay, shall we run the output? Yes, you guys are very correct. So, in the upcoming classes, we just going forward with the advance of functions and some other more topics on Python. So, until now, do you have any doubts?
No.
No.
Yes, I'm glad that you guys all understood and revised your Python knowledge. So, thank you everyone for giving this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Abhishek. Sorry, I went outside.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
did you finish it?
we.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Student, if you have any doubts, you ask Abhishek. So from next class onwards, you will start the project-based learning about the Python. Okay, instead of that. So if you have any doubts, just ask him. Diksha, Dhanlakshmi. So today many students are absent, right?
Yes, sir.
So they in our school, some 9 members got holiday, so they might thought there is no class and they are engaged in other works. I will tell them to attend the class.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Abhishek. You're a wonderful teaching.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Abhishek. Bye, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Abhishek.